Hi, so welcome everybody to the Crystal League show. There's not even time for a sexy professional transition. We're just going straight into it here. We have got 5v5 content in the Crystal realm, where guilds will be fighting it out for season points, crystal chests, and tower levels. There's no qualification today for the off-season Crystal Championship, which was recently, I think this week, announced on the news page of Albion Online. We'll talk a bit more about that probably in between matches. We're only a couple minutes out of our first round. We should probably just have to jump in on someone. I don't know if we've got time for a vote.
Rafikon. I don't think we have time either. We'll just start on Rafikon.
Rafikon's team, I think they had a rough level 6 earlier. I think they got banged on.
Okay, I'd like to see that.
Might be. I was perusing the kill boards. It was like an 88-point loss, and it wasn't one of our regulars either. So I don't know whether they were trying something new, but who knows? But these guys have been solid and definitely on our contenders list for the off season. It's level 6 where you start to get battle mounts if you play from a tower.
Okay.
If you play from a tower, you get a crystal chest, and the crystal chest can be a battle mount. I think it's level 6, might be 7. I'm not sure. But it's
sure there's somebody who
definitely
competes.
Good times. And it looks like, a Hannibal team. Okay, I do not know these guys. Zaylee, Bushi, Evelian,
oh no,
Ansidor, and Dendron 007.
I'll get another one.
Standard build. They're running the double tank with the one-hand arcane. And we have said this before. This is actually a really good build against this team. However, given that I don't know these players particularly, we might just expect the Blue Army team, despite it actually being a bad matchup for them in terms of comps, we expect them to just be mechanically better and play with more confidence. And here we see Uzbek running in for the knock-up on his counterpart, Dendron, getting some return fire. The double duty's actually definitely helping them weather the storm a little bit, but the res pots are gone. There goes the second duty. But right now, ATAC, he goes really aggressive. The Chillite lands a beautiful Raven, though. Stun comes out. Ansidor, another duty. First duty's up again, and they're just outlasting here. But Dendron has been isolated. Chillite wants to finish him. He won't bleed out from that, but he's no longer in the fight until his healer can find a way to reconnect. There goes the Purge out, and Dendron actually, he ends up slowly bleeding out. The Raven hits him in the face, and down he goes. Bushi going to get pierced. There goes the leap for the reset from Evelian. Gonna keep the boys alive for now, but honestly, because they're playing this double tank, double duty, the fight lasted as long as it did.
Right.
Can't quite get the kill. Chillite catches the orb though, and Zaylee, he's gonna drop 4 for 1, 3 for 1, 3 for 1, 4 for 1, because actually Dendron had respawned after dying early in the fight, and it looks like a full swap coming out. Ansidor there briefly swapped to the even song. Just thinking about it. He's going to stay on the one-hand arcane, and I think against the bow, the one-hand arcane is the correct choice here. I mean, he could even consider playing it as the DPS variant, but the double duty, I mean, it is essentially a 3-plate lineup, so it's quite tanky, which is what they need against a team that's aggressive. Early purge from Fatality. He doesn't roll it either. He keeps the boots and resets the quiver. Off goes the explosive arrow. Now Bushi focusing a little bit too much on those frontliners, though. He does have fury stacks, and he's just bleeding up. Rafikon, though, big pierce. He pops his duty and his resist there. Big defensives used as ATAC being run down. Bushi finally finds somebody wearing cloth, but that clump gives Chillite a lot of value. And once again, it's Dendron proving to be the weak link here. They do get the save off Evelian, finding the position, but they're clumping. They try to run down Fatality. Reset. Second duty comes down. Uzbek leaps in for his reset. This is like a bar brawl right now. Everybody is just everywhere. And they're trying to stick to this duty, and it's really working out for them as ATAC nearly goes down. Good knock-up onto Uzbek. This Hannibal team.
They're doing well.
They're giving a respectable show against one of the top teams.
One of the
I think the
absolute best
momentum
teams.
is going to swing against them. There's the save onto Rafi. Bushi might go down here. One more hit. Fatality going to get credit for that one. The knock-up. Can they get any more off the back of this?
I think these guys got to get their healer out of here. They got to get their healer out.
Good stun. Good stun, actually. Chillite thinks about it. Doesn't want to push too much. They are still low
There's
here.
a catch, but I don't
really
think they're going to
nice
get
cleanse as well. Really quick cleanse here. This Hannibal team is giving a good account of themselves right now. They're playing this comp well. Like, the worst thing you can do here is panic and pull out of your duties. Like, you just have to trust in that extra resistance and healing amp. You've got 2 of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you should have the bow under control with a one-hand arcane. There really isn't as much to worry about. Zaylee, not the best stun from him. They might look for the quick rotate, but I don't think they got time to get down this choke. ATAC, early roll actually, trying to stop Dendron. And Noise Eraser build being used from ATAC. So the amount of mini stuns and silences, ATAC completely has to change up his build here, right? So he's on Noise Eraser now with the explosive bolt. He can't play auto fire because of the channel, because it just gets magic shocked over and over again, and you just lose all of your DPS. So we already see the Blue Army team making those adjustments. Down goes Dave here. Can they get out of there? Is there a Judy available? Uzbek goes aggressive. Zaylee, Chillite into the tower. Rafikon gets swapped in as well. They're going to go for the knock up onto Zaylee. The combo. Where's those heals? There's those heals. It's another swap onto Zaylee. Zaylee taking a beating here, but the adjustment from ATAC means that he's no longer getting completely shut down. Like, if you try and play the full cast time build on the crossbow against this one-hand arcane, the magic shocks just keep you out of the fight. Chillite, he's actually getting drilled here. I don't know what Fatality was doing up the top there with his bow. He was maybe looking to cut off the rotate nice and early, but the fight is right in front of the tent. You know, these guys are playing with confidence, but they shouldn't disrespect, honestly, because there is a Robe of Purity. He tried it there, but he got the wrong angle on the knock. Rafikon now goes with the knock up. Follows it up. Nope. Judy goes down, and they can't really do anything there. That's a nice 3-man stun, though. Found the angle. Bushi, he's going to blink. They knock up Rafikon in the beam, but he finally gets himself out of there. Uzbek's got it under control. And I think this one's just going to be a bit of a meme from here on, Shozen. I think it's just going to be these guys bullying on tent, as it were.
Yeah, I'm bopping around to a couple other matches because I did have the same situation on the other match I had queued up. So let me go see what the guys are doing around the world as we finish up this.
Is Cargera playing, or G-List, or anyone like that?
Yeah, I'm sure some of them are. I just hopped over to Dip from Raid, and he's with
Cargera not online,
and or Forte Laws, and he's over there in a more even match at 134 to 57. But I'm gonna try to find a competitive match for us to watch. Just
G-List, yeah, G-List has One Punch Man tented right now. They're not coming up. Oh, Dip's running this lovely Daybreaker build. I do love this. The Tenacity Daybreaker Crypt Candle. It's just so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. Gosling as well. He's running the Avalonian Arcane, the Shadow Caller. So that's pretty cool to see. Tosha Bosch having to run his Purity there just to bop these melees away, just to get them off. King Degef finds a Dora Bubbles though, and that's a healer, I believe, gone for the Raid team. And we might be... Are we going to start to see the start of Shozen's favorite thing?
A comeback?
I have heard that you enjoy a comeback.
Are you talking about a comeback?
I mean, Dip's not playing Arcane, so it's probably an insta-lose. Oh, that was beautiful from Nugent. Do you see that bop?
Mm-hmm.
Bops his boy to safety. That's the sort of play we like to see. There's a 3-cap, though. Do you want to watch Dip or Nugent?
I would say Nugent. You want to go up there and get that tank, or Fortalals, even just as a melee. But we had a comeback, I should say, in the works by Logic and his team with Adora Bubbles and Crisis, but they just took a 5-man to the face. So
absolute last second interrupt there. That was cheeky from Barak. He literally let Dip get like a pixel away from the cap and then geysered him. Black Kenny, though, in a lot of trouble. That's a beautiful purge. There goes the roll. Tosh with a big save there. Raven comes after the save. Kenny can't re-engage, and I think they'll get Degef off the back of it, unless Tosh has anything to say about this. Finds the heal. Somehow he's kept these boys alive, but they're about to get run over. Unless everybody sits in that stack storm. Oh, goodness. That was a ton of damage. The cloth effect of the Shadow Caller, that was dirty, Shozen. They all stacked in that, chasing the kill, and somehow Tosh kept his boys alive. But right now, this Raid Monkey Mix team, they've got all of the momentum. They're going to push these Sun boys with Degef back to the tent. They're going to try and grab a cap now. They need to turn this into a cap. They didn't get a kill, but they're going to grab 2 caps and just shut this comeback down a little bit. But that was big by Tosha Boss. Did you see that, Shozen?
Yeah. I have a question, though. What do you think about this build by Dip here, using the Crypt Candle with the Daybreaker?
I love it, because you can't be focused. Why wouldn't you use a Crypt Candle? Because if they focus you, use deflecting spin or armor of valor.
Right.
You have like two counter plays. Nugent, the only one getting pierced here. Dip pops the valor. Down goes the defensive Judy from Nugent. They're gonna use the first Judy here. Degef, the anti-heal was good. He rolled. There goes the reset. But you see the reset does nothing to Degef because of the anti-heal. Adora Bubble's getting hard dived here. It's the Ooga Booga play. Looking for Adora, and they find that healer. Now it's a matter of time. Can they stabilize? If they dive Tosh, they can trade. I don't even think a DPS trade will do it, but Tosh finds it. Lols is going to drop here. Nugent is not getting out of this one alive. Dip, maybe, but without Nugent to save him, he should be okay, actually. He made the early play. It's going to be a 3-cap on rotation. They find Tommy as well, Shozen. And this seems to be the answer. The Ooga Booga caveman play onto the healer.
Okay. Seems to be doing work then
Just
if they can
full
pull that
caveman. Love it.
There is a crazy comeback over here with Onion or AFK and ANCQ. Yabem.
That's a good team. That is a good team.
Currently, they have 89, but they're fighting against a team that has 3 caps and 22 points and is actually doing okay. I don't think it's gonna hold. As you know, that's a really strong
This is only level 4s. We've only just started the evening shows, so that we've already got banger
3
matches.
comebacks are in the works right now.
Oh,
3 comebacks are in the works.
The Sunboys looking to punish this choke, and they just lined up for Nugent's stun. Very sloppy, and they really gave Raid the opener there. They also, the Shadow Caller actually from the Raid Monkey team, does whiff. They may look at Kenny though. Kenny's just charging down Adora, and Adora, after 2 consecutive healer dives, is understandably cautious about the situation. Tenacity goes down onto Kenny, but he's going to retreat into the Judy. Reset. Nugent in a bit of trouble here. He just took a full everything to the face. Gosling, like, I didn't even know what that green thing was, and then I remembered that poison potions existed after so long of only resistance potions. A poison pot is a rare sight in a GVG. Nugent, the heat, the HP reduction. They got the back cap though. Somebody grabbed a back cap.
That was Dip.
I like it, but you're gonna be driven back here.
Yeah, Dip went up when they had that healer dive. When we saw Dora Bubbles running back for her life at the stairs, Dip had just returned after the back cap.
Okay, they lost their tank there though. He's plenty of sets right now. It's not too expensive at this level. Got to pop that OC though. Got to eat that food. They're gonna send someone to this cap. Degef actually was thinking about going for the cap, but the re-engage, really good re-engage from these guys, nice and quick. It looks like they're going for the Tommy. Got to get out that static. They do survive though. Tosh comes in once again, and it's Tommy. He gets the minus HP from that Realm Breaker. The dive from Dip onto Tosh. Adora taking a beating, but she just hugs the edge of that Judy. Perfect positioning there. She leaps and just skirts along the edge of the Judy, keeping those resistances up. Tosh and Gosling have got a 3-man dive in the back. Gosling can maybe help his boy, but it's a double healer. It's a double healer, and these guys are in big trouble now. They've got max curse stacks. It's 3 against 4, but if Tommy drops, the rest of them are in tatters. Look at Lols' health. He does get a nice Raven off. Nugent, the stun doesn't hit Kenny. There's the guys, and Kenny's going to die to a tank. Surely not. Degef, Dip finds Degef. Is Barak. I don't even know what's going on in this fight. He needs to get a bleed off, but no. Barak against 2. Sidesteps the stun.
Anything going to hit Dip? Anything?
Reflect. Dip's on reflect, baby.
Oh, no.
One more hit on Dip. He's dying. He's not going to get Dip.
Oh, my God.
What a banger. What an absolute banger. It's going to be a 3-cap, but that's not quite enough to finish it. They still have to survive a minute. It's not going to be a 3-cap. Top is getting capped. And
if
where's
Top goes, this is still a really tight match.
They're going to get 10. They're going to get 10. Both teams are back to 5. We get at least 2 more minutes. Or
do you just go in with the dive and try
to
take them out with the kills here? Or do you try to play
3 kills?
Solid?
It's risky. That was so close as well.
Well, I'm thinking the other way with, pushing off, because getting those 2 caps right now, getting that top cap is going to be difficult with just a minute and a half left.
Gosling nearly had all the kills on those frontline divers as well. They just need to convincingly win a fight. Like, a healer dive ends the fight very quickly because you can't, you have to survive for 2 minutes then with no healer, which is not the best. They're going actually for Tommy. Tommy pops the energy shield. Offensive Judy goes down. Here comes the slam. Kenny and Barak get pierced, but there's no follow-up onto either. Tosh comes in with the leap. Dip looking for Degef, but Tosh Puritied in the face. Adora comes leaping in. Oh, she's leapt into the static field, though. That was beautiful by Degef. He puts the static down, the cloth effect of the Shadow Caller, but she's going to ride it out. And this looks like Raid are going to find Gosling. It's a double stun. Tosh. Oh, they've killed Degef. Lols has got one, and it's over. That's the one kill they need, plus the 10 points. What a banger. One for the road there. One for the road as well.
And
that was
other one,
insane. 14-9. There was 23 kills in that match. Brilliant play at the end there. That second to last fight was incredible. Both healers getting dove and killed simultaneously.
that was absolutely incredible. That is the last level 4 going. All the other level 4s are done. They all ended at right about the same time.
Oh my goodness! I need to lie down after. I don't know if I can do 2 more rounds after that, Shozen. Are you serious?
Let me see if this one's still going. It looked like it was, but I just got kicked off as I hopped on. Yeah, it's 21-39 here with Gilnor and War Gods.
Name? Sorry?
Oh, did I put it into the...
Oh.
Yeah, I did. It's in the chat.
Okay, hang on. So many Discord. So many Discords. Gilnor, not Gilmore. Okay, my bad. All right, let's see what's going on here. So this is a level 3?
This is a level 2.
Level 2, sorry. Satanic from Black Order, plus some Hands Hurt, Pedro. Some names I wouldn't actually expect in a level 2, I'll be honest.
Well, you know, sometimes you have to rebuild a team up from the beginning.
Yeah, but not when there's a level 4 timer. You're pretty safe to go level 3, honestly.
True.
Look at this. Oh, wow. Hellpet getting some really good value. And Crazy Ivan. We're seeing a lot of Shadow Callers today. And Pedro just... Hands Hurt got silenced. Pedro just bleeds out. Hands Hurt. The leap is going to save him. But Hellpet is just being allowed to run rampant in their back right now. They've got this plate Arcane. They shouldn't be getting outvalued like this. And this is super interesting, actually. Look at Elsa, the War God's healer. Now, what do you notice versus every other healer we've seen?
Well, there were some dives.
No, right now, the Fiend's Robe. The Fiend's Robe is a choice pick against all these Armor of Valors, because obviously the Purity activates the if Deca, hang on, they only need 1 point. 1 point will end this. Deca's gonna die now to the curse. It's over.
They're
all dead. They're gonna lose a 1 pointer, mate. Holy moly. Yeah, so the Fiend's Robe is a really good choice, because the Armor of Valor procs off the Purity and silences you, whereas the Fiend Robe doesn't have that problem. Not to mention, it's also a ton cheaper. Like, I don't think you can get a Robe of Purity under 500,000 now.
That's expensive for a single piece of gear right there.
Very, yeah. Well, this is the thing, and it really, they can't, if they get capped, by the way, they lose because of the 1 point.
But they have 1 second left to win this, and it looks like they're gonna.
Easy.
1 point match. Easy in a 1 point match. Come on.
Mate, Chloe wins a 1 point match and drops the easy.
Easy. Oh, no.
He didn't just, oh my God, he didn't just drop the easy on them. Oh my goodness. That was.
It's brutal.
All right, calm it down, boys. That was only level 4. We've still got level 5 and level 6 to get through tonight. Some interesting matches, and we're just saying Shadow Callers seems to be the choice. And so for anyone not familiar with the Shadow Caller is a very interesting curse staff, right? It has, obviously, you know, you've got still the Armor Pierce and the Sickle, or Sickle, Grudge, one target at Q and Grudge, whatever combo you want to run. But the E is a context sensitive ability, right? So it has a different ability if you use it on a cloth, a leather, or a plate user. So the two that you're going to see, because who uses leather in 5v5s in 2021 Shozen? The two abilities you're going to see, the one on plate is the big Hammer Smash, which is quite a hefty armor pierce and damage. And the cloth one is that static field, which we saw in that raid match where they tried to push down the base choke, and 3 of them got stuck in that static, and it just absolutely wrecks. I love it. Like, I mean, do you think that's because there's no great nature or no nature staffs now, sorry. That additional value from the Great Curse is gone. So maybe Shadow Caller's the way forward, Shozen. What do you reckon?
Well, we haven't seen soldier armor really used well in a while. Like, it's not like a staple anymore. You're not seeing
I
people
think it's
coming
still
out with the
good.
hammers.
I think it's still good on the plate though. I still think it's good. A lot of axes are still using it, and Gorgo's actually hiding his build until he gets halfway up. Interesting. He wants it to be a little surprise. So again, okay, these guys are full dot, full value here, and it's that Prince of Death team, which I believe Dr. Liberal also runs the Royal Jacket Arcane. So it's a mirror. It's actually a mirror match with this surprisingly interesting build. Although actually saying that it's a curse versus a bow, and I actually think that this is not going to be in their favor at all. Like, I feel that the one-hand arcane, unless he misses his orbs like that, if he misses all his orbs, then fine. But like, the one-hand arcane really should shut down this bow. Durenton having his own fight right now with Kyle, Lotra, and Bokix. Nice pass, like nice projection there. Oh wow, that's a poison coming out of Lotra as well. Poisons galore, and Durenton, they're gonna take him out. The Sun team takes out the raid healer, but Lotra gets traded on.
Lotra blue goes down.
But healer for tank.
I'll take it.
You're gonna take that all day long, aren't you? If you can take that trade at the start of every single fight, you're never gonna say no. That said, I mean, he loses a Judy, they lose a Purity. I don't think people care about gear so much at level 5 and 6 at the moment. All of these guys are funded by people with deep pockets, aren't they? Predat ain't going broke anytime soon.
Not soon. No,
Angel going broke anytime soon.
No,
I
not
don't
happening.
think so.
No.
Heromant going broke anytime soon over on Black Order.
I don't think so.
I think. Oh, that's a nasty little stun with no cleanse coming out. I mean, if they had a more like dumpster comp, I look at that raid just like now. We can't take that fight now. We just got completely stacked by the curse. Bokix charges Soul Drama, full rotate. Durenton's going back to 10. They want to change something here. They're not happy with this comp, and it's going to cost them another rotation, I think. No? Durenton's grabbed something. He's desperately trying to stay out of combat right now. Watch him. See what he changes, because he's...
They need to change something.
He forgot food. He forgot food. He went to get food and eat it.
Unsurprisingly, Geminex is bullying at tent here, and it's 150 to 93.
Who's he bullying?
Whoever he wants.
But like,
Liet, Free Reckless, these Nuttius.
That's not a bad
Slayer
team
79.
though. And they're just dumpstering anyone.
They're mean. It's a mean team to face right now.
Totally,
It's so
Kyle.
good that other people are copying the build and thinking they can do it better and not having the same success.
Lotra just played it beautifully on Kyle. Like, he knows he's got those assassin shoes or the royal shoes to like jump the purge. So he geysered him and then purged him while he was mid geyser. Oh, good stun from Prince of Death there. Good Pierce to follow up and attack. So he's going to get silenced. But look at his value. Again, you know, they're playing this really annoying bleed curse comp, right? And we say this time and time again. They have a window of opportunity in which they need to get the kill, or they'll just start to lose on momentum. And right now, Kyle and, like, I don't know if these guys have communicated how split this fight is, because Prince of Death is finally coming back to run some peel. But actually, the frontliners, they were in good shape there. Like, I don't think they needed to pull off of their dive, but that's an armor pierce onto the whole team. Raven comes out. Suriel now, he's taking a pace thing, and Durenton is nowhere to be seen. The Cultist Sandals anti-heal. Good, Judy. Good Judy coming down for Prince of Death right there. That really saved his fight. But now the Pierce comes out. They're looking for the counter. The Raven goes. Prince of Death now. Anti-heal on Suriel and Prince of Death. Oh, Lotra finds the stun onto Suriel. But can they put this one over the line? Brilliant survival from Raid. Durenton's healing out of his mind. But it was just too much to ask of him, Shozen.
Yeah, he just couldn't pull that one out.
Kyle. Oh,
and this is
the
gonna
stun.
Be another
good cleanse onto Kyle. And this team, this isn't a team we've seen a lot of, is it?
Not really.
And they're looking... The Prince of Death team we watched a few times.
Prince of Death, yep.
And they looked a pretty solid team, but they just really have an answer here, do they? And I think the bow has to go right now. Yeah, like, called it. Shows, and he equips a fire. I love it.
Better choice, yep.
But Bokix is on... he's on Soul Drama. He's not on Valor. So the fire could be good here. The problem is you kind of have to play artillery here, or you kind of have to play something that isn't going to get constantly interrupted by magic shock.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to wait and see what his build is. But right now, they're actually letting them have this cap. They're not going aggressive, which, you know, usually if a team has a really good start like this, we often see them go aggressive. But I guess, you know, they know that they want to grind this fight out. They know that they win. Oh, wow. Dr. Liberal taking a lot of damage early on. The Arcane Orb comes out. Totally Kyle. He doesn't get the blast off. He's playing Firewall as well, which is all well and good. But if they just turn around and go on the front line immediately after the Firewall, then it's a problem. And oh, this stack. They're stacking for the Axe. They're stacking for the Curse, Shozen. You hate to see it, don't you?
You don't want... No, I'm over here actually trying to find us another match as a follow-up. And I finally found a good one to come up next, but you can't stack like that. I can tell just from the tone of your voice, you don't want to do that.
It was just nasty, because it's the exact comp that you don't want to do that against. They got Sickles, they got Axe, they've got Arcane Orb to purge everybody, and it's going to be at least one going down. Dr. Liberal may survive with the help of Durenton. Feel for Durenton, man. Durenton, his healing's been great this match. But his team is just making him, you know, they're just making his life hard by taking excess amounts of dots.
Now, Lewpac, do you see a comeback, any chance of a comeback here?
We'll give him a fight, shall we?
All right.
We'll give him this
because
fight.
I got a nice one here. It's 93 to 88. It's your boys from Sun, Nick BR10 and Rick and Rebold getting sent back to 10. 89, 88. They're about to lose their 3 cap.
Sounds like a banger. Once again, though, this Sun team, they're letting Raid have this 2 cap.
Okay.
I mean, they're obviously thinking about their comp. They're obviously thinking this choke point will clump them naturally. You know, fighting in the open, though, I think means the Firewall's less good, I would say, which is nice. But I mean, we can't really fault them. They're doing a pretty good job so far. Dr. Liberal commits the blink. Actually, he's looking to magic shock down this healer. Hits the double, but they're just turning on him. He pops the energy shield. Down goes the Firewall. That's nice. Bokkix just rolls. He assassin rolls the Firewall and starts running down Kyle and Durenton. They've poisoned Kyle. They've Mortal Agonied him or something as well. I was the Ironbreaker armor pierce. I was like, who's still running Mortal Agony? Raven goes down, but look at this. That was brilliant from Kyle and Durenton. They stabilize. They blink the other side and they complete the ice but now Kyle's out the fight. Lotra doesn't need to chase this. He knows that. Bokkix is on top. The Firewall goes down. Oh, the Raven's going to hit, and Kyle needs some help, but I think this one's done and dusted. Kyle, can he get one heal? Can a man get a heal, please? He's been on that low ground for about 20 seconds and not a heal in sight. And I think we might need to choose a different match, Shozen, because this one's just fallen apart. The Sun Boys are just running through Raid. They're looking for an extra healer kill for the road. I think Durenton will be fine. Unfortunately, his bud up on the high ground. There he goes, Dr. Liberal. This one's done.
We'll head over to Rick real quick. We're going to watch
Rick,
RYKK. You know Rick. And Rebold. Right. Rebold just died, so we have to wait a little bit to watch from his perspective as he's just returning to the fight now. Rick pushing off with the Arcane right now, one-handed.
Plate Mistfall or Arcane. Yeah. Everybody's playing a different version of this, which is so cool. But I think it's a non-bow matchup, I believe. Or yes, it's a non-bow matchup. Again, I love the Evensong. It's so good, man.
It's good. Yeah,
on these chokes. It does a slow, it does an anti-heal, it does an enfeeble, all in one item. Like, it's insane, Shozen. And they're like, oh, yeah, I know, but I ain't going to run that.
It's a little expensive.
No, it's not even expensive, though. It's so cheap as well. For an Avalonian artifact, it's really cheap.
Maybe. Well, we're seeing it a lot, so I expected that since
it's not like Purity price or Realm Breaker price. Okay. This guy's called Hoogalooga Booga. I love his name. He took a beating early on, but he does manage to stabilize. Rebold looking for the Iron Breakers. These guys, they're stacking. They're giving some good value. The enemy axe now. Nick looking for Lurkity Turf being driven back. Rending Swing goes out. Nice reset from Madsen. Blink straight out though. Possibly didn't need to pull out of that right now. He should have stayed close to his boys because then he can get orb value on himself. Rick having to run for his life. Oh, he nearly line of sighted his healer there, Shozen.
That
You
would
don't want to do that, but look at the turf. Look at the turf. He may have overstayed this one.
People
oh,
are
he's
too low on red. They're gonna
kill it. The axe is on top. They find Traval.
Okay.
Hooga Looga Booga's gone the wrong way as well. And you say, was this a comeback in the works, or is this the comeback?
This one was tied at 88. And the comeback was from the red team. They had worked a comeback into their favor, brought it from 140, I believe, to 88. Sorry, it was tied at 89. And that's right about when the blue team kind of started taking over. They lost.
Now they got 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Nick's looking for that back, though. He knows. He knows there could be a back cap. He's not committing to this.
The crisis one is still going. Okay. I'll check out Unusual.
Here we see it's a bit. Oh, this is a nasty choke point bully, and that's just the healer deleted. This is the thing I say, right, shows, and I just think when it gets to the 1 minute timer in a good match, you just sit 10, right? Because no team with a brain isn't gonna die for their caps. You're trying to force a round peg through a square hole right there, and this is the problem when you're forced to push, you're forced to play in a way that isn't mechanically correct. You just get punished like that. Your healer has to push with you and just gets deleted on the choke.
Well, the last of the matches are ending right now in this rotation. We are all done with our level 5s. The Rafikon team just finally won as well. They were going against people I don't know. Trap Zone, Valenelzera, Forsaken. I don't know those guys, but they played Rafikon's team.
Took them to
the
12
limit.
minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not a bad job. Brought him to the end of the round. But we do have a level 3 going. Let me see if it's still anything competitive.
Give me the name.
Sins. Guess how you spell it?
With a Z, like that. Oh, of course.
There you go.
That is the traditional spelling of Sins. Wow.
I'm going to find out how to spell this tank. It's going to take a moment or two.
Rage Control plus Who's New, who was the tank for Rage Control, I believe, versus Empire. Level 3, sure. This, yeah?
Yes. This is a level 3.
Ryaj as well. This is a lot of the old guys from Rage Control that we saw before, but they do find the kill onto Jimu. But there's the trade onto Ryaj, 1 for 1. This guy with the crazy long name, though, can he stabilize? Phil. Oh no, they're gonna. Is their healer dead? Yeah. He's just gonna bleed. He's just gonna.
Yeah, this guy's dead too.
Oh, he survives unless Ninpal's got a Raven. You bet. Why did you go back in? Why did he go back in, Shozen?
I don't know, but this is now a 1-point match, and this is ridiculous.
Reds are gonna win with 1.
They're gonna get the cap. They're gonna get the cap. Oh my God. 3 points. 1-3. Defeated by a cap. And
look at the kill board.
What is it?
33 kills in this match.
15-8. That's a lot of kills for a
33 kills in a match. But nobody died. Oh no, Lucifer had died 5 times. Holy moly. 5 purities, Shozen.
I don't have a lot to say about that.
5 purities. Pures, in the words of the mighty Bob Prees. Purity 1 million. It's actually 500k.
Rapids is still fighting. It's 17-33 in a level 2, but we could hit up Rapids. I believe. You guys know Rapids.
We do. Spider gang.
Spider gang.
Whatever the kids are saying nowadays on TikTok, on Snappy Chat, but you know, match is still
it's
going.
Just old moms on TikTok, right? It's like
10 minutes. I don't know. I know a guy like made a little ditty or sung a little sea shanty ditty on TikTok, and a week later was signed by Polydor Records, one of the biggest labels in the world.
It makes sense.
I know this because I had to contact their A&R reps to get a promo copy of his dance track because I couldn't buy it anywhere. But yeah, so
you got the sea shanty guys dance music.
Yeah. Well, someone did a dance remix and it's gone straight to #1. But
oh my God,
it took ages to get because
freaking
so the
hate
guy
the 20s.
basically what happened was the guy finished the dance remix right in his studio. 20 minutes later, it was played on national radio. That's like how quick this was moving. And I was like, well, I want to play it on my show. And you couldn't buy it, and they were only giving it to radio stations. So I had to reach out to the record label to get this song, which I don't often do.
And did you get a takedown notice immediately after you played it?
No, they gave me. They gave me. Yeah, they gave me the song. Here's 1 point on the clock. 3 caps in hand. This one is going to end. Banger.
I'm still just the 20s. Can we just get to the 30s, please?
What do you mean?
Yeah, 2020 was rough, Lewpac.
Hey, 2021 sucks.
21 it's just like I want to send it back.
Are you in lockdown?
Yeah, and I want to just send 2021 back.
I mean, lockdown doesn't really affect me, but like, my wife's had to shut her business, and she's like, Mr. Nugent, we'll see who he's facing. These guys, so they're running, as we said, they're running this Daybreaker carrying caller frontline, double frontline with this shadow caller, but their vulnerability is that two-man backline is very vulnerable to dives. We have seen that multiple times in these matches, and it looks like they're going to be facing off against, it's a raid 2 versus raid 2 with a little sprinkling of tenacity and Black Order. The Dr. Liberal with his Royal Jacket one-hand arcane. No Shadow Caller here, but they're going to run the fire, and they're running the pole hammer as well. It was a great hammer for a second. They're actually gone 5 top. They've gone 5 top for the aggression play. Nugent gets shut down. Beautiful fireball, and they actually grab the central cap with their healer there. Very unconventional, I would say, but they now have the cap and the high ground, which means that they're not going to get any points off of this one cap, but they don't have to worry about bleed, which sometimes when you go 5 mid is a bit of an issue. Nice leap from Durenton. And here, Dip, Adora, Tommy, all in trouble. Adora, once again, we see her getting, like, pushed around by this. Dr. Liberal might as well play, you know, frontline with his build, because he likes to keep those cooldowns going. Dip with the deflecting. They're taking a lot of value here, and Adora just can't keep up, because Dr. Liberal and his fast cooldowns are just sitting on Adora, and it's mini stun after mini silence after mini silence, and Adora just gets run down again. And the team's not peeling for her well enough there. Suriel, oh, he's on the halberd, so he won't find that one. They'll get back to 10 though. They may lose Tommy. Yep, they're going to lose Tommy. They may lose Dip as well, actually. No, Dip
should be able to get out.
Dip did the thing. Dip went and grabbed the cap, as he loves to do.
As he did last time too. He did a great dip out last match. So
he's very tanky though. He's so tanky. He's more tanky than he has any right to be with a crib candle.
Like, he's got so many defensives and outs, it really puts him into a really good position.
But deflecting spin actually adds a lot of resistance as well. It gives you energy, deflects, and gives resistances. It's crazy.
It's a regular parry.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice ability. 160 resistance with 80% reflection for 3.5 seconds. Like, all right, cool. Unfortunately, they're not really, you know, if they just ignore him, he doesn't get a lot of value out of it, to be honest. If they don't bother hitting him. There's a good pierce onto Suriel. Suriel's super low. Durenton running. Oh, he's running that interception with that purity. Brilliant play from him. He's been really impressive in both matches, actually. Firewall goes down. Great firewall from Kyle. Remember, though, Dip can just, like, he can just run through it with that Valor if he wants. He can even charge through it with the axe. And this looks much better for Blue Raid this time over Red Raid. But that is a big slam. Tommy lands the perfect E on that Shadow Caller. He finds the plate proc, which is a triple armor pierce. These guys.
We gotta go. We gotta go watch Geminex versus Rafikon.
Really? All right.
Well,
go on.
We're in a level 6. We have Geminex versus Rafikon. Rafikon is currently losing 115 to 149. I would like to see this match as much as I can. I'm sorry about moving away from another match, but this is a raid versus raid, and it's one-sided.
Or Geminex?
I'm on Rafikon now. We could go over to Champion of Brazil if you'd like.
I'm okay with Rafikon here. He's actually playing the Great Hammer, which is interesting. He's still playing the Geyser Iron Breaker build. Geminex with the Reflect on the Chillite. Chillite going to get bopped. Rafikon Rebane running that Purity A-Tag. He's actually getting a full proc of artillery here. Onto the back, and now Bunny is stood in the artillery. Nasty, nasty damage from the fire, but the momentum both ways. Bunny just, he just stood in the fire. He ran from one fire pool into the next one until he was dead. And now Rebane, he's going to drop.
And it's going to go the other way for a little while. It's going to even out these points. It looked
like they had them on the back foot there, but ATAC got those pools down, and they ran one to Bunny, and Bunny just stood in those pools. If you watch that back, he spent far too long in 2 fire pools, and they just lost the momentum. I want to say he might have even blinked forward looking for the kill and landed in a pool, but I'm not 1,000,000% sure without going back. And here we go. That's a nice deflect, by the way. Reflect really hurts fire. Just FYI, if Geminex is deflecting spinning, the fire will take more damage than Geminex does. It's really good against artillery fire and burning ground. So ATAC's got to be very careful.
Yeah, for those who are wondering why we switched, these are 2 of our absolute top teams this season.
These are 2 contender teams.
And yeah, these both are going to be in the fight, like in the championship.
Beautiful DPS team. There's 3 of them are going to go. Uzbek's going to die as well. They got a really good combo from Rafi onto the others, but Rafi and Chilite going to have to run for it. The others are all dead.
And what a quick turn again here. We saw, the Rafikon team push back Geminex's team.
The swap.
And is Champ going to go? Champ's going to be fine.
Geminex just runs him through with the spear. Beautiful. Monka S, mate. Trash talk coming out. We have seen a bit of trash talk from Fatality, but look at this switch up, Shozen. Look at this switch up. What do you make of that?
What are they pulling out? What did they switch? I'm looking at chat over on the other side. I didn't see what he switched up to.
He's pulled out the even song on that Royal Jacket build. But they're against the bow. Like this is the one-hand arcane time.
Yeah, this is like
Unless
I don't know what this
have I mean, they have a lot of faith in Rafi as well. They do, and like ATAC is running a Purity. They don't have a single mage armor. They have 1 purge on the whole team versus a bow. Like, come on, it's just basically not right. And Fatality's just whiffed his E. He's popped his Royal Jacket straight away. Bunny team gets Geyser purged. Immediately pops a second quiver now, and it's just kite mode. Double Purities as well. The Purities on top of each other means they're both going to get Valid as well. This is a bit of a brawl, though. Geminex needs to be careful here. Deflecting spins just melting ATAC there, though. That was insane.
This is really not what I expected.
That was
there he goes. Wow.
Nothing can save Champ. Triple.
But is it going to even matter? Chilite goes down, and now they're just backed up into a corner once again. I don't think the Rafikon team has a chance.
Tank versus no tank. Tank versus no tank means a lot of CC. Like a lot of CC in one direction. And if they get triple stunned, they're in big trouble. There's another one. A double arcane. The cleanse comes out this time, though. That cleanse has to come out.
Champ is already back. They held the 3 cap the whole side.
Oh, Chilite dismounted. Chilite dismounted on like 1 HP on his mount. He could have got his cooldowns immediately. Instead, he goes into like 6-7 second cooldown before he can even auto attack or something. It's crazy. Geminex again. He's trying to reflect here, but taking a lot of damage. The E from the arcane whiffs, and these guys are 2 minutes away from losing.
This is unexpected.
They got traded on.
An attack goes down. This is
he's gone. They might get Alivs in the trade.
Nope.
No, there goes the stabilize. Geminex runs them through. Rafi needs to get out of there, though. He's looking for an angle. Only finds one with a stun. Orb comes out, but look at this anti-heal. Geminex looking for more. Uzbek's going to blink. Chilite. This arcane was good, but they needed it from the start. And I just think 1 purge is not enough for this bow. No. Like, you cannot allow top-level bow players to go unpurged.
Do you guys want to, now that this one is, because this one is over, they're going to hold tent here. Do you want to hop back over to the other one with Nugent? Nugent is dead.
Oh, wow. 104, yeah.
Yeah. This one kind of went as it was going. I mean, there was a moment of comeback, but it didn't last very long. I just really wanted to see what happened with these top 2 teams. And so impressed by Geminex's team being able to dominate against the Rafikon team like this. I didn't think we would see that. I thought it'd be a much more even fight.
Yeah, I'm watching a few of these matches, actually. Like, some are finished already as well. Like, holy moly, this new gym match is like the only one that's still going and is somewhat competitive. And even these guys have got 30 seconds on the clock. Looks like Dip is going to do the dip thing and look for the rotate, but they already know. Like these guys aren't going to just let him back cap with 20 seconds on the clock. Like they see him doing it. They're going to go for the interrupt. The cap gets interrupted, as you see there, Shozen. And it's done. It's done. 3 seconds. If you jump over to Ochi win after this one, you might get the tail end of that match.
It's 3 to 143.
Holy moly.
Caps. Other team is already in 10.
Crisis, Logic, Hysteria, Acrometer.
You're calling out the tenters, huh? Okay, I see what you're doing.
No, I just saw it was still going. Kind of.
Technically. I mean, they're coming out at 10. Hysteria going in. Bringing the Ironclad. We haven't seen that as often.
Healer dive. Maybe they're just looking for a kill. Like, it's 8-1 in kills right now.
They want something.
Crisis has died 4 times in this match.
That's it?
They're going for the healer dive, but the healer's long gone. Like, look at the healer. The healer's just kiting them away.
Yeah,
and like this is what I mean about the one-hand arcane. The one-hand arcane is just stuck to the bow, just spamming many magic shocks on him, and then just purging him every time it's up. Every time he's got E and he sees the bow E, he purges it, and it's just GG. And Logic's gonna die. And that's wow.
Oh
efficient.
Man,
efficient.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe that one was the last one, as it didn't look like it was going to last that long from the scoreboard. No. So it kind of must have been a nice even match early on, 1 cap a piece, maybe a stalemate in the beginning to last this long, but we are out of level 6s. And how about that Gem and X team? I mean, we keep talking about him.
I think they'd run that arcane earlier on shows, and I think it would have been better. But honestly, I think the problem they had there was the bow. I think they just gave far too much to this bow, Shozen. Like he was getting purged at the start, right? But if you popped your E early, you pretty much have it available straight after the purge, and then you're just like happy days. 30 seconds before they could do anything again. You're just going to be smashing people. Like in one-hand arcane there, like you saw how they were playing it against Crisis's team there.
Right.
Like the arcane just sticking to the bow, just annoying him with magic shock. So he's constantly zigzagging and sidestepping, and he's just not playing, right? You're just shutting out that key DPS while still bringing utility to your team. That's if one of your players can shut out the other one completely while keeping them under pressure, you're already winning the engagement. Do you know what I mean? You've got that momentum from the start. We talk a lot about sometimes people are just out comped. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it happens a lot, especially with Bo.
If the matchup is horrible, like comp-wise, then you have to be miles better mechanically in order to win. And at the top level, getting out comped is just like we've seen it. We've seen that Rathicon team that is one of the best mechanical teams we've seen. Just get dumpstered because their comp
absolutely just got trashed.
And they honestly just can't run this against a bow. Like, I understand why they go purity on the range DPS, but that mage armor is such a great tool. Because if he hits them even with like a deadly shot, it'll still purge everything. Like, it's such a good tool. The second he's firing at you, you pop the mage armor, counter the bow. I just didn't like their comp against that bow. And then the arcane switch not being a one-hand arcane, ludicrous Shozen. We saw how good the Evensong can be. We saw it hit 3 people, and Champion of Brazil just could not survive.
You can't. You have to.
The heals did nothing. He could barely move. Like, oh man.
Well, I don't think that kill pressure was their problem in that fight. I think that survivability was their problem in that fight, which often is the problem for the Rathicon teams. When they get into a fight where survivability is a problem for them, they tend to lose hard.
Yeah.
Like, and they need to do a better job of shutting down the hard DPS that's really taking care of them. And they didn't do it in that last fight. Switching it up to the Evensong wasn't going to do it. It was just putting on more kill pressure. It wasn't shut down. And they need to figure out how to deal with
You've always said
persistent,
their
heavy
pull-out game was
DPS.
weak as well.
It is, and it'll lead to more deaths, but I think it's overall they have a hard time with very high level DPS.
I just caught the end of a ZVZ here.
Okay.
Mojo and the boys on field. The remnants of Elevate are just being abused in Say chat. This is
It's
the
been
way.
happening today. That was what has been going on today. I guess it's been going on for 2 days. There was a weird situation where somebody from, what was it, the Raid Alliance made the choice to make an official alliance with the Monkey Alliance, and that went against Artista's
Yeah, I heard about this
judgment. And the next thing, he just dropped out, and now he's going to be joining BA, which is the same as joining PoE at this point. So he's done a full 180 as who his teams were, and it really has.
And what's the impact of that?
Well, it's made it so that Flame is the only shot caller left in Raid. And
Batista was the shot caller.
He was the primary shot caller. Flame was the secondary, and as you know, Flame is just there to give away mammoths. He's not really
totally
there
not
to
working
help.
for PoE, mate. He's totally not.
Totally not working for PoE.
Totally not working.
No. He's 100% Raid.
Raid through and through. Running through their mammoths. All right. Well, that is the end.
Bogul wants to remind everybody that
what we got.
People can change guilds. People do change guilds.
No, they don't show Bogul. They have to stay loyal forever.
Well, it's. What if they just stay disloyal? What if what you're known for is not being loyal? Like that's your thing.
People really get salty when people leave their guilds, right? But they have to remember that it's a video game, and if you're not enjoying playing the video game, you should either quit or change something. And a lot of times, like, you just get unhappy in a guild. So you just
that's
change.
just it. I don't think he's changed his guild. I think he's still in the same guild he was in before. He just has different tags. Yeah, I mean, he changes like his guild tags. You know, the same as he changes his character tags. He's still the same person. He's still in the same guild. It don't matter if he changes tags.
He changes his guild
tags. Flame, skill. I don't care what he is. You know, he's still Duratine.
Changes guild tags the same as Shozen changes underwear once a week.
Well.
It's just turn them inside out, and it shows.
Nah, I don't do that.
Don't even do that. Wow. No. Go for the full week just of musk.
Yeah.
Or just not wear them.
I mean, it is lockdown. It is lockdown, I guess. What can you do? Right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Crystal League. We had some absolute banger fights today, and don't forget the highlights of the show will appear on youtube.com/AlbionTV. You can watch the VODs here on Twitch. And yeah, what shows have you got up and coming? I will be back next Saturday with not just Crystal League, but Reset as well.
Oh, that's
Invasion.
Exciting. My favorite day.
Next Saturday. Always fun. The cluster queue mechanic in full swing.
Well, we've been watching a lot of that cluster queue. We've been watching a lot of fights. It's it's
I mean, to be fair, people have worked out
how
to get fights now in cluster queues. Like I watched a clip of a guy solo with a halberd, absolutely like mowing through. I think it was Blue Army, and this one guy with a Spectre jacket and halberd just routed the whole force. Because there's so many like reds that aren't red. People just sit there like, yeah, I'm chilling. And yeah, it's quite funny because this one guy, they just ignored him and he just Spectre jacketed down like the whole Zerg.
Oh, that's always the worst.
Even got a few kills before they realized what was happening, I think.
Well, people get a little slow when they're hanging out and waiting in queue.
Yeah, 5 minutes in the queue and you're just like, oh, I'll just tab out quickly and check.
Your eyes are rolling back. You got your phone in front of you. You're also in TeamSpeak in Discord. Somebody drops a meme, it can be over. That's that's how you wipe a team. Is like you drop a meme right into Discord right before you engage. Boom.
Do you wanna give everyone a quick rundown of this week's shows then? Obviously, I'll be back on Saturday, but there's a lot going on, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow we're going to be back with more ZVZ action at 18 UTC, followed by more Crystal League action as we're going to watch more 20v20s, level 1s, level 2s, followed by the AO Daily Show interview series where I will be interviewing. Who am I interviewing?
I don't know. Who are you interviewing?
I'm asking Bogul. Nomad Poncho, that is correct. I
Okay.
just spoke with him the other day. We had a nice conversation. We talked about the state of streaming here in Albion and a number of other things as well. So the guy has been around a long time. He's a top streamer here. It's a good conversation. I do suggest you check it out. And then on Monday, we will be back again with more ZVZ action and another AO Daily Show. But this is our community show on Monday, where we're going to look at all the stuff that's going on in the community, fan art, memes, salt, what's going on in your current alliance, who's stealing who gear. So yeah, we will mention the fact that Duratine is clearly stealing mammoths, and we will go through a whole lot of stuff. Then we on Tuesday, Newsday Tuesday, we have the ZVZ show once again at 18 UTC, followed by the Daily Show where we do all the news of the week. And then third and final, we have 5v5 Crystal League with Sean Tazik. So yeah, we have quite the week in front of you.
All of the content this week. I look forward to seeing it all. And I'll be back Saturday with you guys, and I'll be on my own stream Monday to Friday as well. 5 days a week. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give us a follow here on Twitch if you haven't already and you want to come back for some more content, and check us out on YouTube as well. I think with that though, which brings us to the end of tonight's entertainment. We'll see you next time on Albion TV. Good night, everybody.
Thank you guys.